Chosen one, listen carefully, because what you're feeling right now isn't random. That's stirring in your spirit. That strange mix of peace and anticipation. It's not confusion. It's not coincidence. It's divine timing beginning to move in your favor. You've been praying, waiting, manifesting, doing everything you can, and somewhere deep inside, you're starting to sense that something is shifting. The world around you might still look the same. Maybe the circumstances haven't changed yet, but your spirit knows. There's this subtle knowing that something big is aligning for you, quietly, powerfully, and perfectly. That's how the universe works. That's how God moves. The moment before the breakthrough always looks still, almost silent. But that stillness is sacred. You see, most people give up right here, right before it happens. But the chosen ones, the ones who stay connected, who keep their faith alive through every delay and disappointment, they recognize this moment for what it is, confirmation, not of waiting, but of arrival. Right now, you're not just watching another video. You're standing in alignment with your manifestation. If this message found you, it's because you're meant to hear it. You're meant to remember that everything you've been visualizing, speaking and believing in is already taking form in the unseen. And soon it's going to show up in the physical. So type 777 in the comments right now. That's your declaration. That's you saying, I'm ready to receive. I believe. My manifestation is already mine. Every 777 typed is an act of faith. And faith is the magnet that pulls blessings from the invisible into your reality. And while you're here, let's build something together. We're on a mission to reach 5,000 subscribers. Not for numbers, but for awakening. So more chosen ones like you can rise up, recognize their divine purpose, and walk boldly into the life God prepared for them. This is your sign. You didn't stumble here by accident. You were guided, divinely guided, because your season of waiting is ending. The divine timing has begun. So breathe it in, feel it, believe it, because the universe is already whispering your name. Your manifestation is closer than you think. Chosen one, when your manifestation is near, one of the first signs you'll notice isn't chaos, it's calm. It's that sudden, unexplained peace that settles deep in your spirit, even when nothing around you has changed yet. You stop overthinking, you stop chasing, you stop questioning if it's coming. Instead, something inside you whispers, it's already done. This peace doesn't come from logic. It doesn't come from control. It comes from surrender, the kind of surrender that only those who have walked through storms can understand. You've cried, you've fought, you've worried, but then something shifts. The panic fades, the fear quiets, and in its place, a soft but powerful assurance rises. That's when you know your manifestation is aligning behind the scenes. This calm is sacred. It's not laziness. It's not indifference. It's divine confidence. You're no longer trying to force what's meant for you, because deep down, you already know it's yours. You're operating from trust instead of tension. And that's when the universe can finally move freely in your favor. It's like the silence before sunrise, the air still, the sky dim, but the light just about to break through. That's the energy you carry when your manifestation is close. You can't explain it, but you feel it. The same things that used to bother you no longer have power. The same delays that used to frustrate you no longer shake your faith. Because somewhere in your soul, you know the waiting wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The calm before the breakthrough is your confirmation. You're no longer reacting to external chaos. You're anchored within yourself. You've stopped begging for signs and started living like the promise is already fulfilled. That's when miracles find you. That's when everything starts to fall into place effortlessly. And if you've been feeling this peace lately, that deep, quiet assurance that something beautiful is on its way, take it seriously. That's not coincidence. That's divine alignment. The energy around you is shifting, and your spirit feels it before your eyes see it. Chosen one, your calm is your confirmation. You've entered the vibration where manifestation happens, where belief turns into reality. So breathe easy. You're not waiting anymore. You're receiving. Chosen one, When your manifestation is close, not everything will feel peaceful at first. Sometimes, before the blessing appears, things begin to fall apart. People leave, situations shift, doors close, and old habits suddenly feel heavy. You might start wondering, why is everything changing all at once? But listen closely, and it's not destruction, it's divine reorganization. When you've prayed for growth, when you've asked for a new life, God doesn't just hand you the blessing, He clears the space for it. And that clearing can look like endings. It can feel like loss. But in truth, it's alignment. The universe can't deliver what's meant for you if your hands are still, holding on to what's meant to go. That's why you might notice certain friendships fading, relationships growing distant, or opportunities suddenly slipping away. Don't chase them. Don't panic. These are not rejections. These are redirections, signs that your energy has outgrown the old version of your life. You've evolved, and what once matched your vibration no longer does. This phase can be painful, but it's necessary. Just like a tree shedding its leaves before new growth, you're being stripped of everything that can't go where you're headed. The people, patterns, and places that once made sense are being gently, or sometimes forcefully, removed. It's not to hurt you. It's to protect the manifestation you prayed for. When things start falling away, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask instead, what is this making room for? Because something greater is trying to reach you, but it can't arrive in a space that's still cluttered with the past. And here's what's beautiful. Once you stop resisting the removal, peace starts to flow again. You begin to see the wisdom in every closed door. You realize that not everyone can walk with you into your next chapter, and that's okay. Some people were lessons, not lifetimes. Some experiences were preparation, not punishment. So if you've been feeling that sudden disconnection, if old cycles are breaking apart around you, don't fight it, honor it. That's your confirmation that the old energy is leaving, and the new energy is on its way. You're being refined, elevated, and positioned for what you've been manifesting. Chosen one, remember this. Before the miracle comes, there's always a clearing. Let what's leaving leave, because what's meant for you is already making its way. Chosen one, this is the part that confuses almost everyone. Right when you start to believe, right when your faith feels strong, right when you finally feel aligned, something happens. The job falls through. The person you thought was the one disappears. The plan you carefully made suddenly stops working. It feels like a setback, but in truth, it's not the universe saying no. It's saying, not yet, there's something better. When your manifestation is close, divine delays are one of the most powerful signs that the energy around you is still shifting. The timing isn't off, it's perfecting itself. The universe is rearranging pieces behind the curtain, aligning circumstances, and preparing hearts and opportunities so that when your blessing arrives, it won't slip away. But here's the test. Can you stay faithful during the delay? Can you hold your vision when nothing seems to be moving? Because that's the moment when most people lose hope. They think God has forgotten them. But you, chosen one, have to see the delay for what it truly is. A divine pause, a sacred recalibration. Think about a bow and arrow. Before the arrow can soar forward, it must first be pulled back. That tension, that backward movement, it feels like regression, but it's actually preparation for a greater launch. The same thing is happening to you. The pullback is proof that something is about to move powerfully in your favor. Setbacks are not punishment. They're positioning. You might lose one thing only to gain something 10 times better. You might feel stuck now, only to realize later that the pause saved you from rushing into the wrong door. The universe isn't trying to hurt you. It's protecting your timeline. So when things slow down, don't fight the stillness. Don't let frustration steal your focus. Remember, energy must align before manifestation can arrive. Every divine promise comes wrapped in divine patience. If you're in this phase right now, take heart. The delay doesn't mean, it means I'm making it. Ready. The universe is moving. Pieces you can't see, conversations you're not part of, and opportunities that haven't yet appeared, all in your favor. Chosen one, this is your faith checkpoint. Don't let doubt trick you into giving up right before the breakthrough. Hold steady. Keep believing. Because sometimes, the moment it feels like nothing is working, everything is secretly coming together. Your delay isn't denial. It's divine timing, and that means your manifestation is closer than ever. Chosen one, when your manifestation is drawing near, the universe starts to speak louder, not in words, but in signs. You begin to notice repeating numbers, strange coincidences, and divine alignments that seem too precise to be random. Maybe you keep seeing 111, 222, 333, or 777. Maybe certain words, songs, or names follow you wherever you go. At first it feels mysterious. Then it becomes undeniable. Something is trying to get your attention. These patterns are not coincidences. They're confirmations. Each number, each sign, carries a vibration, a coded message from the divine. When you start noticing them, it means your energy is tuning into higher frequencies, aligned with the very reality you've been manifesting. Let's talk about it deeply. When you see 111, it's the universe saying, your thoughts are manifesting quickly. Keep them positive. When you see 222, it means balance and alignment, that things are coming together even if you can't see it yet. 33 often signals divine protection and guidance from your spiritual team. But when you start seeing 777, that's something special. That's divine perfection, the ultimate confirmation that you are on the right path and your manifestation is moments away. These signs often appear in everyday life. You might check your phone at exactly 11:11. You might see a license plate with 222 or notice the total on your receipt is 777. You might dream of symbols, hear lyrics that match your prayers, or meet someone whose words mirror what you've been asking the universe. When this happens, don't dismiss it. Smile, acknowledge it. Say quietly to yourself, I see the sign, and I receive the message. Because when you recognize these synchronicities, you strengthen the energy around your manifestation. Awareness is a form of faith, and faith accelerates what's coming. The universe uses synchronicities as conversation starters. It's how it reassures you that your prayers have been heard and your vibration is matching your desires. It's heaven's way of saying, keep going, you're getting closer. So if lately you've been seeing these divine numbers more often, take it as your sign. You are not imagining it, you are in alignment. Your energy, your intention, and your faith have reached the frequency where miracles manifest. Chosen one, the synchronicities are your confirmation. The universe is nodding back at you, whispering, it's on the way. And every time you notice them, every time you believe them, you pull your manifestation one step closer into reality. Chosen one, when your manifestation is almost here, your spirit starts craving silence. Suddenly the noise of the world feels too loud. The company that once entertained you now drains you. You don't feel like explaining yourself to anyone. You just want peace. This isn't you being antisocial. This is divine isolation. It's the universe saying, come closer. I'm about to reveal something important. Many people fear this phase because it feels lonely. But for the chosen ones, it's sacred. When you're on the edge of a breakthrough, you can't afford to be surrounded by distractions, drama, or doubt. You're entering a stage of spiritual fine-tuning, where every thought, every feeling, every vibration matters. Isolation becomes the cocoon where transformation completes itself. Think about it. Before a butterfly emerges, it withdraws into silence. It's not dead, it's evolving. The same thing is happening to you. You're being separated so you can strengthen. You're being hidden so your manifestation can mature in private. When God isolates you, He's not punishing you. He's preparing you. He's teaching you how to stand in your power without needing validation from anyone else. During this period, you might notice that your usual routines don't feel the same. Certain conversations feel meaningless. Social media drains your energy. Your soul begins to crave stillness, deep reflection, prayer, or time in nature. You may even start to feel detached from the material world. That's because your spirit is ascending to a higher vibration, the same vibration that attracts the manifestation you've been asking for. In solitude, clarity comes. The confusion clears. The next steps become visible. You start realizing why certain things didn't work out, why certain people had to leave, and why your journey took longer than you expected. The quiet becomes your classroom, and your intuition becomes your teacher. This is the universe saying, "Be still, I'm working." Every great manifestation requires a silent phase. This is where faith deepens and energy stabilizes. What's growing inside you needs the stillness to take full form. So if you've been feeling isolated lately, don't rush to escape it. Sit in it, listen, let it shape you. Because when the time is right, that isolation will break open into elevation. You'll step out of the quiet with new strength, new awareness, and a manifestation that matches who you've become. Chosen one, solitude isn't the absence of progress. It's the space where your destiny gathers power. You're not being left behind. You're being prepared to be seen at the perfect time. Chosen one of the clearest signs that your manifestation is near is when gratitude begins to rise in you effortlessly, unexpectedly, and without reason. You wake up feeling thankful, even if nothing big has changed yet. You catch yourself smiling at small things like the morning sun, a quiet breeze, or a random moment of peace. It's not forced. It's not performance. It's your spirit saying, "I can feel it. It's coming." This kind of gratitude isn't logical. It's energetic. It's your vibration aligning perfectly with what you've been asking for. You see, gratitude doesn't just respond to blessings. It attracts them. When you start feeling thankful before the manifestation appears, you shift from waiting energy to receiving energy. You're no longer asking, "When will it happen?" You're already saying, "Thank you because I know it's done." That change in frequency is powerful. It's magnetic. The universe responds to emotion, not desperation. When you emit genuine gratitude, you're broadcasting the same signal as your manifested reality, and the two begin to merge. This is why, right before the breakthrough, you'll notice those random moments of joy or peace. You might be in the middle of an ordinary day, and suddenly your heart feels full for no reason. That's your higher self, recognizing what's unfolding behind the scenes. It's your soul celebrating early because it already knows what's on the way. And here's something to remember. Gratitude and manifestation are spiritual twins. One calls the other closer. The more grateful you feel, even for what hasn't yet arrived, the faster it comes into your life. It's as if heaven says, "They trust me, they believe. Let's give them more." So if lately you've found yourself whispering thank you under your breath, feeling light for no reason, or sensing quiet excitement even during ordinary moments, know that this is not random. This is confirmation. The energy of your manifestation is so near that your body and spirit are already reacting to it. Chosen one, gratitude is the language of alignment. When your heart stays thankful, your path stays open. When you bless what you already have, you make space for more. That's why the most powerful manifestors don't wait until they receive. They celebrate while it's still invisible. So take a moment right now to pause and whisper, "Thank you." Say it not because you're begging, but because you believe. You've already aligned with what's meant for you. You're not waiting anymore. You're attracting. Chosen one, this is the moment you've been feeling for weeks, maybe months. The final sign before your manifestation appears. It's subtle but undeniable. You wake up one day and something feels different. You can't explain it, but deep in your spirit, you know. You're not hoping anymore. You're not even asking. You're just aware that what you've been waiting for is already here. You can feel it before you see it. That feeling isn't your imagination. It's not wishful thinking. It's alignment. It's the vibration of your desire merging with your reality. When you reach this point, you've already crossed the invisible line between wanting and receiving. And that's when the universe begins to unfold things rapidly. Coincidences, opportunities, conversations, and doors that seem to open out of nowhere. You start noticing small confirmations. The call you've been waiting for finally comes. The person you needed to meet crosses your path, or a sudden idea lights up your mind, pushing you into inspired action. It's like everything begins to click, not because you forced it, but because you became it. Your energy caught up with your prayer. This stage feels like spiritual déjà vu. You sense you've been here before because you have, in your mind, in your vision, in your faith. You've imagined this moment so many times that when it finally arrives, it feels both brand new and deeply familiar. That's the shift. It's quiet but powerful. It's the difference between saying, "I hope it happens," and declaring, "It's already mine." That certainty doesn't come from ego. It comes from trust. You no longer need to chase because you finally understand that what's meant for you is already chasing you. Chosen one, if your spirit feels that still, confident knowing right now, hold on to it. Don't question it. Don't overanalyze it. That's your confirmation that your manifestation has already crossed from the unseen into the seen. You're standing in the energy of arrival. So pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel that gentle hum of alignment in your chest. That's destiny unfolding. You've made it through the tests, the isolation, the delays, and the pruning. Now the harvest is near. Comment 777 below if you can feel this truth resonating in your spirit. That's your declaration of faith, your way of saying, "I receive it. I'm ready. It's done." And before you leave, help us reach 5,000 subscribers so more chosen ones like you can awaken, align, and walk boldly into the life God designed for them. This is your moment. The shift has happened. You can feel it because it's real. Your manifestation is here. Welcome it home.